lot of ready cash in horses that year. You rounded up a wild herd, broke them, hired some hands to haze them to market. All it cost you was the men's wages and a lot of long, hard days and a lot of short, weary nights. One man who made money that year was Olaf Berlin. For the first time in the 6 years I'd known him, Olaf was paying wages instead of drawing them.
Vint, how much you figure I'm going to get off these horses after I pay you fellas off?
Olaf, I must have told you that a dozen times. You ought to know it by heart now. $3,000. Maybe a little more, a little less. Anyway, enough to get you home.
$3,000. Man, that'll sure go a long way in Minnesota.
Go quite a distance right here in Arizona, Olaf. Want to set him up when we hit town tomorrow night?
Well, for you, Quinn, the rest of the boys, but I ain't taking none. No, sir, not for me.
Not one little swallow, huh?
Not even one little swallow. If you fellas could see that farm back home. Man, I have to see it to believe it. Lakes, and fishing streams, and trees thicker than the bristles on a briar. And right ping in the middle of it, my paw's land. Cleared as clean as your hand. The wheat waving. That's what I've been waiting 6 years to get back to. Saving my wages every year
and blowing them on a party the first time you hit town.
Not this time, Vint. It's gonna be different. It's gotta be different.
Yeah, how come?
My pa hurt his back this spring. I gotta go back and help him on the farm. Hired man's let the whole place go to pot. You know how hired men are.
I know how this hired man is, thirsty. Come tomorrow night, me and coffee ain't speaking. Oh, I can see it now. Me standing in Jubal Carney's place with my foot on the rail and a little old glass of sunshine going down just smooth as cream.
That's enough, Quinn.
It's all right, Vint. He ain't gonna keep me from going home.
It was about time you got wise to something. This is home. For you as much as us. All the dirt and sweat and rancid bacon and weebly hardtack you can eat. You ain't no better and no different than the rest of us.
I think you're wrong, Quinn. I think Olaf's a green country farmer.
Used to be. He's just a plain dirt cowpoke now. Besides, ain't he a pretty big boy to be needing you as a wet nurse?
I hope that was an accident, Quinn.
Soon, Bonner. Real soon.
$3,200, Vint. Here, Vint, pay them off. I ain't much of a bookkeeper. $50.
Still going to set him up for us, so? That is, if Mr. Bonner here don't mind.
That'll cover it.
And I'll leave your change with the bartender.
He won't be seeing the bartender. Just to make sure, Olaf, why don't you put that money back in the bank till you leave tomorrow morning?
Sure, Vint. That's a good idea.
won't do any good.
They're still in there. I can hear them.
Hear them or not, bank's closed. I suppose you boys run on about your business.
Well, Marshal, he just wanted to lock his money up.
You raise any more ruckus, I'm going to lock you up.
So that's your big, dumb Olaf, is it?
Lunkhead. Not a good he's going to do us if he gets himself tossed in jail. Say your name's Berlin, eh? Yours?
Mitt Bonner?
I've heard tell of you. You're in town hunting trouble.
I never hunt trouble, Marshal. Sometimes it has a habit of finding me.
We'd better not find you in this town. The hotel's right across the street. They'll lock up your money in their safe.
Come on, Olaf. Much obliged, Marshal.
You worry too much, Gwen. Things will work out. They always do.
Still leading the lambs to slaughter, boy?
No, I never saw you pass up your share of the lamb chops, Dixie.
I guess I had that coming. Who's the lamb this time?
Big one. Plenty wool. Only hitch is he's got a ramrod that won't let a man near him.
Doesn't have to be a man.
All right. What do you want me to do?
Like you didn't know.
You got a place around here where a man can put his money?
Sure, mister. We do it for trail crews all the time.
You sure that thing's safe?
Safe as a bank. Phew. No wonder you're worried. That's quite a roll.
Biggest one I ever had. Means a whole lot to me. You let anything happen to it,
Nothing's going to happen to it. Your room's number 12, top of the stairs. The boy will bring you hot water.
You coming, Vent?
No, I'm going out the stable. Seemed to me Scar was favoring one of his hoofs. And don't give him $1 of it unless I say so.
Why not? It's his, isn't it?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be if it was in his pocket.
You mean there's those that would try to separate him from it?
That's the idea.
Whatever you say, mister.
Pretty slick. Where'd you learn it? The carnival?
What are you talking about?
Well, you short-counted me.
You got $50. 5 tens, just like all the rest of us.
5 tens, huh? 4 tens. Fixed to look like 5.
I'll say it again. You got the same as all the rest of us.
Yeah, only 10 of my 50's in your pocket, and I'm having it.
Trouble found you after all.
Now listen to me. I didn't start this.
Didn't start it. Short-counted me, and then like to bust my jaw.
Listen to me, Marshal. We had a run-in back at camp. He's still packing a grudge.
Sorry, Bonner. You can tell all that to the judge in the morning.
In the morning?
I'm afraid you'll be spending the night as a guest of the county. Let's go.
Mr. Bonner back yet?
No, sir, he isn't.
It's funny. Shouldn't have took him this long at the livery stable.
Oh.
Oh, hi, Glenn. You seen Vent?
Well, no, I thought it was with you.
Oh, he went down to the livery stable and ain't got back yet.
Well, maybe he's over in the saloon.
Him? After telling me to stay out?
Well, maybe you don't know Bonner like you think you do. If he's such a good friend of yours, how come he run out on you?
Run out on me? Oh, he knew no such thing. He's out here.
Just over there having a little glass of cheer on the sly, maybe. Oh, what do you care? He wants to get himself in trouble, that's his lookout.
Trouble?
Oh, now, I hear how he cuts loose when he gets too many under his belt.
Whew. You mean Vint? I don't believe it. Still, maybe you ought to check up.
Wouldn't hurt none. I'll walk over with you.
Come on. You can take it. Come on, you're stronger. Come on. There you go.
Oh, the man's a regular bull, isn't he?
Hey, you ever see such muscles? Where'd you get them, Olaf? Lifting anvils for exercise?
Them farm muscles, Dixie. Harvesting the wheat and bringing in the hay.
Think I could wear this old garter around my neck?
It's a mighty pretty little neck, Dixie. I bet you could. Just like a necklace. Wish it's diamonds.
How come you only wear one?
Well, others around my money.
What money? You haven't stood a treat all evening.
That's right, Olaf. Till now, the party's been on us.
You know why I ain't spending. I gotta save my money for my farm. Besides, when I start buying drinks for the house...
It's kind of customary, Olaf.
Oh, stop bothering him and go find yourself another friend. Chances are he hasn't got any money anyway.
I got plenty of money. Only... What do you mean about find yourself another friend?
It's my job, Olaf. Getting the customers to spend a little of their extra cash. I thought you knew.
Never thought about it, I guess.
Well, don't think I like it. Every night I come to work here, I feel dirty. Oh, I tried other jobs when I landed here. They didn't even pay hotel rent, let alone save up a stake to get me back east.
Back east?
Ohio. I better do what Carney says before he decides to fire me.
Not while I'm here to look after you. You're gonna stay right here till I get back. And you ain't sitting with nobody but me. Not tonight, you ain't. I'm gonna show you a role you ain't gonna soon forget. Fire you, huh? We'll see about that.
Olaf, wait.
Hold my money.
Mr. Bonner said...
I want my money now. You understand me now?
But Mr. Bonner said...
I know, but I said I want my money.
He said not to give it to you. All right. I'll get it for you.
Marshal, will you let me out of here? I'll pay Quinn the $10.
Oh, can't let you out after you're entered on the books.
But if I don't keep a check rein on Olaf, he's liable to...
I don't see why you have to. You locked up his money like you said.
Yes, I know.
Well, then there's nothing to worry about.
Well, you really did it this time. Where are you going to get another stake like that?
Don't rub it in, Vince. I don't know why you put up with a lunkhead like me anyhow.
The clerk at the hotel's a lunkhead. I told him not to give you the money.
Don't blame him. I made him do it.
Can you tell me why?
Well, they got the hoorah and they over at the saloon about not buying drinks for the crowd. And ouch!
Well, what were you doing there in the first place?
Looking for you.
For me?
Well, you didn't come back to the hotel, and I started looking for you, and Quinn said you might be over at Connie's place.
Quinn said? I think we ought to have a talk with Quinn.
We'll talk. But without this. Yours too.
Well, I'm afraid you got the wrong bull by the horns, Marshal. Why, Oath's my friend. Why would I slug him?
For his money.
When a man has a bankroll, he generally spends some of it. That's something he didn't do. At least, not here.
Why did you steer him in here looking for Bonner? You know all the time I got Bonner locked up.
Look, it wasn't me that robbed the squarehead. Haven't been out of here since he left.
None of us have been out all evening. Right, Dixie?
I guess so.
You don't sound very sure.
They were here all evening.
You're lying. You're in cahoots with them.
That's enough of that.
You had your cry. You better vamoose while you're all in one piece.
I'm sorry I had to do that, Oath.
You're sorry. Why didn't you swing on the ones that robbed me? And you ain't even searched them yet.
Well, go ahead if you think we got his bankroll.
It's up to you, Marshal. But let me tell you something. I'm not used to having my place wrecked and being called a thief all in one evening. All right. Go ahead. Get it off your mind.
If they had it, it's buried too deep for us to find it.
You mean you're gonna let him get away with it? Well, I ain't.
You better lock him up for his own good.
Lock me up? Never figured you'd sell me out, Vint. Always figured you for a friend.
Come on, things will look a lot better in the morning.
Yes.
The way you're looking at him, you'd think he's gonna die. He won't.
The question is, what are you going to do about it?
What can I do? The way I look at it, you couldn't find $1 of it now with a bloodhound. Bonner, I just can't go up and down that street out there going through people's pockets. When a man wears a badge, he's got rules.
Well, I don't wear a badge, and I've got one little hunch.
Who is it?
My name's Bonner. I want to talk to you.
You talk to me in the morning.
I'll talk to you now.
Just a minute. What do you want?
Almost $3,000.
The pay isn't that good at Carney's place, mister. Besides, there were other girls there tonight. Why pick on me?
You were with Olaf.
I'm not fooling, mister. You've got no business going through my things. Put it back.
Pay must be pretty good at Kearney's. One night's work?
Too many nights' work. All right, get out.
Gonna leave your working clothes?
If I ever wear a thing like that again... I didn't take his money!
I think you know who did. Was it Kearney? Quinn? Both of them?
Leave me alone!
I'll leave you alone when you tell me what I want to know. Who put you onto him? Kearney?
Carney paid me to work on all the customers, keep them spending. I didn't do it because I wanted to. It happens to be the only job that pays enough
Pays enough for what?
to get out of this country. Oh, I know what you're thinking. What am I doing here? It's like quicksand. Easy to fall into and hard to crawl out of. I was going to be married. When I got off the stage, he wasn't here to meet me. He'd gone. Do you know what it is to be scared, giant and homesick?
I know how Olaf feels about Minnesota.
To me, it's Ohio. A little farm on the bank of the river. Close enough to hear the steamboats pass. The flowers in summer, bright as that dress I wear at Carney's. Don't you see I've got to get out of here? Can't you understand?
Olaf had a chance to get out, too. First time in 6 years. Now he won't make it. You will. He won't.
$50. That's what they gave me. Maybe it'll help. Connie and Quinn have the rest of it. Quinn will probably be leaving town tonight. He doesn't stay around long after the job's finished.
Thanks. I had to be sure. I just had a talk with Dixie.
Have to do something about that young lady. She talks too much.
Have to do something about him so he won't.
I don't know whether I'll get Olaf's money back or not. But I'm going to take care of you two, Sharks. Make it easier on the next poor devil that comes down the line.
Remember back at camp, Bonner? I said soon. Well, this is it.
Where's the money?
I told you before, I ain't got it.
Where's the money?
No, don't hit me. I'll get it. I'll get it right now.
Thank you, Marshal.
Let's go. You mind me, only milk, all the way to Minnesota.
Don't worry, Mr. Berlin. I'm not working for Carney anymore. I'm going home, too. Thanks to Mr. Bonner.
He's a fine friend. An awful fine friend. Wonder if he's got any place to go home to. Like me and you, I mean.
Mighty lucky. Both of them.